An honor to have the presence of Mr. Senaka Samantha as a chief guest and keynote speaker. Mr. P. K.D. Senaka Samantha is a highly accomplished sales and marketing professional with over 26 years of industry experience. Throughout his career, he has held several senior sales and management positions in Sri Lanka's #1 confectionery company, including Sales Planning Manager, National Sales Manager, and General Manager. Currently, he serves as the Chief Executive Officer of Ceylon Chocolates, where he provides strategic leadership and drives business growth and operational excellence. Excellence academically, Mr. Samantha holds a Bachelor of Science special degree in Marketing Management from the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura and a Master of Science in Strategic Management with Honours, second class upper division. Academically, Mr. Samantha holds a Bachelor of Science special degree in Management. He is also a certified NLP practitioner and professional sales trainer with specialized training in India and Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite Mr. Senaka Samantha to deliver his speech.
Good evening to everyone, distinguished guests, respected lecturers, representative of TCAM campus and Institute of Sri Lanka, dear student, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure and privilege to share and deliver a few words with you on this very special occasion, the inauguration of the Executive Diploma in Business Management and Graduate Diploma in Business Management programs. Today is more than the beginning of an academic program. Today is the beginning of a new journey, a journey of knowledge, a journey of professional development, a journey of professional growth, a journey of leadership, a journey of new opportunities, and most importantly, a journey towards better and more successful future. First of all, let me warmly welcome all the students. I sincerely congratulate you for making the decision to invest in yourself, your education, and your future. You have made an important decision today. And I want you to remember one simple message from the very beginning. The decision you make to learn today can create opportunities for your tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, when we were preparing for our O-level and A-level examination, many of us had big dreams and ambition for our future. Some wanted to become a doctor. Some wanted to become engineer. Some wanted to become accountant, lawyer, teacher, manager, or entrepreneur. Some of us were fortunate enough to achieve the ambition we had during our school day. However, many of us could not achieve the career goal we dreamed about when we were preparing for our O-level and A-level examination. After completing our advanced level examination, we have to make important decisions about higher education and our career. Sometimes our examination result influence our choice. Sometimes financial difficulties influence our choices. Sometimes family responsibilities influence our choice, and sometimes we simply don't have the right opportunity at the right time. As a result, many people end up studying one subject but working in another field. They may have one qualification but completely different from job responsibilities. And sometimes there is a gap between where we today and where we originally wanted to be. This is where professional education becomes extremely important. A diploma, a degree, professional qualification, or training program can help us to bridge that gap. It can help us develop new knowledge. It can improve our professional skills. It can change our career direction. It can increase our confidence. It can prepare us for management and leadership position. And it can create new career and business opportunities. So never think that your current position is the final destination of your career. Your current situation is only your starting point. Let me share little about my own journey. When I was a child, I wanted to study biology for my advanced level. However, due to financial difficulties and the biology stream was not available at my school, I had to make a different decision about my education. Instead of selecting the biology stream for my advanced level studies, I selected the commerce stream. At that time, I thought that commerce would give me an opportunity to become an accountant. After completing my advanced level examination, my career direction changed again. I was selected to study marketing management according to the A-level result. Then I joined the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura and completed my BSc in marketing management with an internship in marketing management. Then I entered the professional world as a sales coordinator. Then I entered, and this is where I learned one of the most important lessons of my career. Though my academic qualification was in marketing management, but my professional responsibilities were strongly connected to sales. There was a gap between my academic background and my professional responsibilities. So I realized something very important. A degree is not the end of learning, it is only the beginning. I started attending professional courses, training programs, and development programs. I continuously developed my knowledge in sales, leadership, communication, negotiation, psychology, and management. Step by step, I developed myself, and that journey continued throughout my career. This experience taught me a very important lesson. Education gives you the foundation, but continuous learning gives you the ability to grow. Many people experience the same situation. They study one subject and work in another. They begin their career in one position and later move into completely different responsibilities. There may be a gap between their qualification, their job, and their ambition, but that gap does not have to remain forever. You can bridge that gap through continuous learning. That is one of the reasons programs like this are so valuable. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in one of the fastest changing period in business industry. The business environment today is very different from the environment we experienced 10 or 20 years ago. Technology is transforming. Artificial intelligence is changing. Digital platforms are transforming. Customer expectations are increasing. Competition is becoming stronger. Globalization has connected business across countries and markets, and economic uncertainty continues to create new challenges. In this environment, organizations do not need people who simply wait for instruction. They need people who can think. They need people who can analyze. They need people who can communicate. They need people who can solve problems. They need people who can make decisions. And most importantly, they need people who can lead. That is why business management education is so important. What is business management? Sometimes people think business management is simply about managing a company. But business management is much broader than that. It is about understanding how an organization works as a complete system. It is about managing people, money, resources, information, customers, operation, time, and opportunities. It is about understanding the market, understanding customers, understanding competitors, developing strategies, managing employees, controlling cost, creating values, and ultimately achieving organizational objectives effectively and efficiently. Whether you work in a private company, a government organization, a family business, a multinational organization, or whether you want to become an entrepreneur, business management knowledge can help you become more effective. Education is an investment. You must keep this in mind. Dear student, I want you to remember one important principle throughout this program. Education is an investment in yourself. When you invest money in a business, you simply expect a return. When you invest in property, you expect its value to increase. In the same way, when you invest your time, money, energy, and commitment in education, you are investing in your future. But there is something special about this investment. The knowledge and skills you develop become of part of you. Nobody can easily take them away. However, simply attending lectures and receiving a certificate is not enough. The real value of education comes when you apply what you learn. Therefore, don't study only to pass an examination. Study to understand. Don't learn only to answer questions. Learn to solve problems. Don't memorize everything. Learn to think. And don't wait until you complete the program to apply your knowledge. Start applying it from today. Management is ultimately about people. Dear student, there is another lesson I want you to remember. Management is ultimately about people. Business have building, business have machine, business have technology, business have financial resources, but people make decisions. People create ideas, people serve customers, people solve problems, people create innovation, and people build organization. Therefore, managers must know how to work effectively with people. A good manager must know how to communicate, how to motivate, how to listen, how to manage conflict, how to build team, and also how to develop people. So throughout this program, don't focus only on becoming a knowledgeable manager. Focus on becoming a people-oriented leader. Let me share a small story with you. It is a humorous story, but there is a serious management lesson behind it. There were three monkeys for sale. Each monkey was kept in a separate cage. One day, a customer came to the seller and asked about the first monkey. The customer asked, "How much is this monkey?" The seller said, "Rupees 500. Then customer asked, "Why is it rupees 500? The seller replied, "Because this monkey can work with Microsoft Word." The customer then looked at the second monkey. "How much is this one?" The seller said, "Rupees 1000. The customer asked, "Why is it rupees 1000? The seller replied, "This monkey can work with Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel also." Then customer noticed the third monkey. He asked, "How much is this monkey?" The seller said, "Rupees 10,000. The customer was shocked. "What? Why is this monkey so expensive?" The seller looked at him and said, "Because this monkey can manage the work done by the other two monkeys." Dear student, ladies and gentlemen, this is the lesson. The value of person is not determined only by the task they perform. Value is, value is created by the problems we solve, the result we produce, the responsibility we accept, and the people we can lead. If you want to grow in your career, don't focus only on becoming good at your current job. Develop the ability to manage, lead, and create value, because as your responsibility increase, your value to the organization also increase. Ladies and gentlemen, as we finally inaugurate the Executive Diploma in Business Management and Graduate Diploma in Business Management program, I would like to congratulate every student who has taken these important steps. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to the management, academic staff, lecturers, resource persons, representative of TCAM campus, and the Institute of Management of Sri Lanka, and every who has contributed to making the program possible. And to our student, I would like to leave you with a few simple messages. Be committed to learning, be disciplined, be curious, ask questions, respect others, learn from your mistake, accept challenges, develop your confidence, think like a leader, act with integrity, and most importantly, believe in yourself. You have the ability to learn, you have the ability to improve, you have the ability to lead, you have the ability to create value, and you have the ability to achieve your goals. Your diploma is not the destination. Before I conclude my speech, I would like to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation to Mr. Otsidi Visanavasam, co-founder of and chairman of TCAM campus, for giving me this valuable opportunity to part of this important occasion and to share a few thoughts with you today. I would like to extend my special thanks to Ms. Nelunika, who coordinated with me and made the arrangement for my participation in this inauguration ceremony. Thank you both of very much for your kind invitation, your trust, and this wonderful opportunity. I truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. I wish you all the very best for your future. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.